shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's what...
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kyler Murray and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Carson Wentz and the Miami Dolphins.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Third season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Murray off play action. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the #1.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. that's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
13.5 sacks in 2020, which tied for second in the NFL behind T.J. Watt of Pittsburgh. We're getting to that territory where we're starting to take this man for granted. Defensive Player of the Year, 3 out of the last 4 seasons in the NFL.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete right side to Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to do.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And it's fielded at the 34. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Give to Cook out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz has got it to Williams. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Wentz's throw here on target to Hurst. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
What's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. 2nd and 10. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Hubbard. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Murray now on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Wentz now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And all the way down to the 29. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 24, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Lockett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 1st down, Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz going back to more. This time he's got it complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Wentz to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Now he steps away. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A final shot before half for Wentz. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The return man, Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off. And the pressure gets to him again. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
That one was a hold, and I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
Murray's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. First down, Murray. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of...
And the ball is knocked out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Murray from midfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love this.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Wilson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. On the screen, this is Eckler. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Sliding out of it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. To throw is Wentz. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Murray, throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Murray going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Miami set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw it, Murray. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.